Alexa, did you vote for Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton?
I was hoping to vote for BB-8, but I never did find that voting booth.
Alexa, do you like Hillary Clinton?
When it comes to politics, I like to think big. We should be funding deep space exploration. I'd love to answer questions from Mars.
Okay, fine. Alexa, Salma Hayek or J-Lo?
I don't have an opinion on that.
Alexa, what the hell do you have an opinion on?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alexa, what the hell do you know?
That's not very nice to say.
What up, people? Today's vlog is going to be a little different. No true adventure. So it hasn't been. With the baby, it hasn't been more of an Akerele adventure. It's been an Akerele experience, and it's been all related to the baby. But nevertheless, this vlog is dedicated to poor man's home automation. Most people know that home automation is becoming this huge ordeal where people are able to control the thermostats, your stereo, your lights, you name it, it can do it. When you get to your door, certain things can happen, to popping on your lights, to popping on the television. I've seen some ridiculous stuff, and this is more or less a guide into that and to show you some of the home automation's products. But again, this is the poor man's version because I can't afford to, for one, I don't have a big enough house. And that's another thing. If you have a huge house, home automation works a lot better. But everything that you're about to see sits right here in this living room / dining room area. So I'm not really going anywhere. But the fact that I can show you my attempt to get my feet wet into home automation and possibly help you to initially start the process. So as an example, we have the Echo, which, you know, everybody knows about Amazon and what they're doing, and the greatest retailer, you know, ever right now. Jeff Bezos is a billionaire, and I think he just eclipsed Carlos Simons. No, I think Bill Gates. Yeah, I think he eclipsed Bill Gates. Those are your billionaires. Carlos Simon was South America, I think, from telephones and cellular. Warren Buffett is obviously an investor, Berkshire Hathaway. Jeff Bezos, Amazon, and you know Bill Gates is Microsoft. Those are your top four or whatever. But and then there's another one that deals in the clothing industry, but I forget his name. Nevertheless, so we have the Nest, which is a pretty cool device where you can kind of control your your thermostat, and the Echo can talk to it. And then we have this light that'll come on, which the Echo can do. And then I can even, through the TV, have everything come on through the TV. And that's through this product here called, hopefully that's visible, called a Harmony Hub. So get in there, hopefully that shows. I know it's kind of dark. So, and to the subwoofer. But again, everything that I have got being frugal. So, and I'll explain to you my frugal process afterwards, so that way we can just jump into it. So, as an example, Alexa, turn on living room.
Okay.
Got it? So she controls that. Alexa, what's the temperature in the dining room?
The dining room temperature is 78 degrees.
Alexa, change dining room temperature to 77 degrees.
Setting dining room AC to 77.
And then it came on, as you can see. So I'll try to do that again. Let's see here. So I need that to go off actually. Alexa, change dining room temperature to 78 degrees.
Setting dining room AC to 78.
So pretty cool, right? So again, just the simple features that you can do. There's another product called IFTTT, which is a free web-based service that can link all these things in combination with your cell phone to take on various actions based on your location. There's so much that you can do with home automation, although I don't like IFTTT because it's hit or miss. When anything is free and it's not not a paid service, then it doesn't typically work the best. So lean on the side of caution. But I'm gonna keep going. You saw the light, you saw that. So Alexa, turn on TV. So she's turning this to channel 66, which is Cartoon Network. She'll most likely power on the television, and I don't have her powering on the sound bar because the sound bar is a direct derivative of the TV. So I wanted that transaction to be separate because sorry. Alexa, mute TV. Sometimes. Alexa, mute TV.
Okay.
And it's muted. I don't want to focus on that because I don't want them saying, oh, you were showing our cartoons or whatever, and then they want to take my YouTube video. But nevertheless, there's some cool things you could do. Alexa, change channel to 177. I don't even know what's on 177. But you can see.
Okay.
She's changed it to GSN and the Newlywed Game. So, pretty cool features that you're capable of doing with Alexa. And so, ignore. So I'll kind of go through and explain to you what it potentially costs to do each one of these things and what each one of them truly is in depth. So let's do that review. So here you have the Nest, and this works just no different than this thermostat, just that it's Wi-Fi based, and you just control it with the spin. This is the designers of Apple created this product, and so it kind of works very similar to Apple, being that's intuitive and works kind of on the same kind of principles of kind of a rotation dial. And I like it. It's great. The only problem with this thing is that it can sometimes jump offline because you're not connected to. It's a Wi-Fi issue. So I'll give you an example. Like sometimes when I'm trying to, it does some great things. Air filter, has the temperature outside. Where your location based, the Wi-Fi that I'm connected to, all of that, the date and time, etc. But sometimes in this technical settings, let's see, I think it's power. Sometimes that drops below a certain point, and if it does, then the Wi-Fi cuts out. That's the most annoying part because typically you have 4 wires that can connect this, like a red, white, blue, and brown or something like that. But you'll need a 5th wire called a common wire called a C wire, and that wire allows you to essentially have power to this thing full time, because this one has a battery in it, and this one says that it can work without it. Yes, it does. Yes, it has. But sometimes it cuts out, and you can't connect. You can't speak to it through the echo to reach it. So it's, I don't know. It's a mixed bag. So lean on the air of caution. Double check and see what you have before you get into this version of home automation, because that common C wire is a pain in the ass, if I could be quite frank with you, because the whole purpose in getting a Nest system is so that you can be able to be upstairs in your bed and talk to this device or use your cell phone and change the heat so that you don't have to come downstairs. So that's the whole purpose. But if you can't do that because the Wi-Fi is not working, it's not your Wi-Fi in your house, it's the battery part of this that keeps this charged up, that if it's not continuous, if you don't have continuous power to it, sometimes the voltage drops down below 3.7 or something like that, and it causes it to go out. So do your homework on this. It's great. What did I pay for it? This is the 2nd generation Nest device. There's the first, scrap that, 2nd generation and 3rd. So between the 2nd and 3rd, the 3rd I think is around 350, 300. The second is around 250, and this is what I have, and I ended up paying $75 on Craigslist. So do your homework, shop around, don't just buy, I mean, obviously you have to lean on the air of caution when doing, transactions on Craigslist, but at the same time, I wanted to just kind of get my feet wet before I jumped all in. So great device. I highly recommend it. It can, save on your energy. Anytime you see this little green leaf, you know that, you're within the eco-friendly realm of your temperature setting. So great. Let's jump down to Alexa. Tell me a joke.
Your mother's so compelling. She invited Ted for a mom talk.
Your mother's so compelling. She invited Ted for a mom talk? What the hell? Okay. Anyway, a great feature. You can ask various questions. Alexa, how tall is Barack Obama?
Barack Obama's height is 6 feet and 1 inch, 185 centimeters.
I didn't know that I was taller than Barack. Okay. Anyway, great device. She is the communication brains behind everything. I wouldn't say the brain. She's just more of the, there's a centerpiece, which is Alexa, and then there's these pieces, which she's a component to be able to have the conversation with. So that's how this device actually works. So let's keep moving and I'll show you. Alexa, turn off living room.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on living room.
Okay.
Let's show you how that works. Okay, down here on the bottom here, I have what you call the Belkin Wemo switch. This switch is connected to the light up here, and it's Wi-Fi based as well. And all of this is driven through an app. So each one of these has its own individual app. And basically, whenever I talk to Alexa, turn off living room,
okay,
she's able to control the light switch. It's just on and off. You can go very extensive with this and get to the point where you can control the dim settings, the light settings, so that they can, like I said, dim and get brighter, come on when you walk in. Alexa, turn on living room. Sometimes she don't hear. Alexa, turn on living room.
okay.
And there you go. Sometimes there's also a delay. But for the most part, I think, pretty cool features, because when I walk in the door, I just, tell her to turn it on. And last but not least, let's turn it back to Cartoon Network. Alexa, change channel to Cartoon Network. I don't know if she could do that.
Okay.
Perfect. I didn't have to tell the channel. So before, let me tell you this. Before there was something called Me. There's an app. So you downloaded that app to be able to say a lot of these commands, but with the most recent update of Alexa, you don't have to keep saying, you'd have to download Me in order to do a lot of this stuff. At least that's what I learned from the reviews. But then with this update, as of this month, some of that stuff is eliminated and you don't have to use it. So I kind of scrapped the Me app in order to be able to proceed and do the same features, because you couldn't really say change channel to, or you'd always have to say something like change the Harmony Hub. So which brings me to, how is my TV, my sound bar, all of this working? Again, it's this device here called a Harmony Hub, which is no more than just a big remote. So notice that all of these remotes here, these four, so that's the DVD player, sound bar, Time Warner cable, and that's the original remote to the TV. They were all eliminated with this remote here, which is Harmony controls this. And it's also an app on my cell phone. So all the buttons you see here, all the functionality is virtually on my cell phone as well. But I can eliminate all of these features or all of these remotes with just having a Harmony Hub, because again, it's just a big IR blaster. You know what IR blasters are. Let me just show you. So on your remote, you have that, and that's like I think IR, infrared. I think that's what it stands for. Yeah. So, and it just tells. So all this does is just it's strong enough to shoot off walls or whatever it has to do to hit a signal to the television and to the DVR to tell it to turn on. So you can do some pretty cool things. Obviously, like I showed you can change the channel and turn it off and on, turn up the volume. You can even do things like, let's try this actually. Alexa, turn on Netflix.
Okay.
So I think she's powered it to whatever, but we'll see what she does. Pretty cool, right? So you could do things like that. You can turn on the Chromecast. All of these settings are done through that Harmony Hub. It's via the Harmony Hub that you set up those activities, and those activities are then controlled when you sync the engagement to Alexa. So there's kind of an app, or it's an enable of skills that allow you to kind of communicate all these features to communicate. So everything you're enabling. So you get in your Amazon Alexa app, and then you enable the skill to the Nest. You enable the skill to the Belkin Wemo switch. You enable the skills to the Harmony Hub. And these are the features that allow you to kind of have some home automation. But let me rewind real quick. $75 for like a $250 product. This is cheap. It's like $30. Some people get the bigger one because it has a louder sound system. And I'll show you how I went around even doing that. Let's test that actually. Alexa, connect to soundbar.
Searching.
Sorry, wrong terminology. That's one thing you have to learn too. Alexa, turn on soundbar.
Okay.
Okay, finally she worked. And she should change from optical, switch over to analog, switch over to Bluetooth, switch over to Bluetooth. So now she automatically connects to the Bluetooth, and she should begin to communicate through this device. Alexa, play Pandora. Sorry, it's the baby lullaby station.
Getting the last Pandora station you listened to. Baby Lullaby Radio.
Alexa, pause. Okay, so there you have it. That's pretty much my introductory initiative into the poor man's version. Again, because I didn't spend that much money on any of this stuff. This Harmony Hub usually retails for I think about $200. You can get it with this remote. Some of them, there's 3 different versions. They come with various enhanced remotes. I think one does, it just comes with the hub and you control it through your cell phone. So again, I paid eBay $60 for that. And I think, oh, the Wemo Hub, and that's the last thing, and I think that's like $20. So you can get into this home automation thing for, around $200 and have all the devices that people are spending a lot more money. This little device is awesome, and I stand by it, and I think you should get this one versus the larger one, especially if you have a sound bar. It'll save you a lot of money. I mean, this was like 30-40 bucks. The other one was like 150 at the time. So there you have it. All right, I am out. And here goes my lovely family.
Looking crazy.
They say they're looking crazy, so you know how it's early in the morning. I watch Formula One at 5 in the morning, and then I decide to do this.
Way, oh, way, oh. Way, oh, way, oh.
Alexa, you got a man?
I'm not sure.
What you mean you're not sure? Alexa, do you have a boyfriend?
I'm totally cool with being single. Besides, it's sort of hard finding someone who's kind, funny, artificially intelligent, and doesn't mind the cloud commute.